Picosa challenged by Western Walk. There's not much between them. Then Ebenezer Scrooge, Patsy's Honour stays on. Then Farsur de Civila. One flight left to jump, and it's Western Walk and Michael O'Sullivan in the middle of the track. On the far side, under pressure, is Jimmy Choo Picosa and Ben Harvey at the last. Western Walk over in front. From Jimmy Choo Picosa, gone clear of Ebenezer Scrooge, Patsy's Honour and Farsur de Civila. And it is
Scotty, runners now down at the start. David Brownlee, 50 years at Kelso Novices Hurdle, over 2.25 miles. Let's have a look at the betting. Odds on 11 to 10 on Jimmy Choo Pecos. Ballyporeen 2 to 100 to 30 Chase of Fortune. It's a massive gap to the remainder, headed up by Lucky Soldier 22 to 1, 33 to 1 special rate, and you can have pretty much any price you like about those big, or a bit of money for Copper Kalina as well. Jimmy Choo Pecos, he's probably not going to get many better opportunities, Sam.
He's not. He's a big...
Yeah, I'd agree, but I don't know if they know what triple suit him. I mean, I know Down Royal can be sharp enough where he ran on his debut over hurdles in Maiden Hurdle Company over 2.5 miles. Then he was up to 2 miles 6 at Navan. It's a sharpish hurdle course here at Kelso. They dissect the middle of the track, and it's sharper than the chase course. And then he's back to 2 miles 2. So you just wonder whether they're actually a fact-finding mission here to see what trip will actually suit this horse. As I mentioned, he was an expensive purchase at the Cheltenham sales a couple of years ago in December. But I heard Sam say he does look a big chasing type. That will be his game eventually. There was one of them just a bit away from the others. I think they have got them all sorted out now. It looks as if Glen Alley was the one that's joined them late. I would probably have a little saver on Chase of Fortune, a slightly bigger price than the favourite. I think he's been in pretty decent form, and that run at Sedgefield's been franked by the fact he finished second, albeit a long way behind the winner. But the winner has since gone on to win again and is now 2 from 2 over hurdles. Big day then, it's Buccleuch Cup here day as well at Kelso, and our commentator is Darren Owen.
Good afternoon, Bruni. Good afternoon, everybody. Starters calling them in. And they're off, and Glen Alley was slowest one to go, rather reluctant to play ball, just being pushed along at the back end of the field. So it is a Chase of Fortune who runs to the first hurdle in front of all the others. Jimmy Choo Pecos is racing prominently as they jump the first. In second last place, their Lucky Soldier spent a bit of time in orbit, and Glen Alley's not going to go very far. Glen Alley has called it a day. Craig Nichol calls it a day, and Glen Alley pulls up after hurdle number 1. So making the run down towards the second, it is Chase of Fortune and Jimmy Choo Pecos. Ballyporeen on the inside, not in Kansas, is well to the fore. Dark Jacket Noseband. Leaders are being tracked by Midnight Fiddler, and further back to Special Rate with Monklaw in mid-division. Then Beauty to Behold, the Grey going the shortest way. Monty Nevitt, Orange Silks is in mid-division alongside the Grey. Then Copa Kelana chased by Flash Bulb, Diamant sur Canapé and Lucky Soldier. They're now coming down the side of the course towards that hurdle, and there Chase of Fortune was was picked up almost on the ground there in the hands of Sean Quinlan, made a blunder. So making the run now towards the turn in. And it's the David Brownlee 50 years at Kelso novices hurdle, and it is Chaser Fortune who makes the running by a good couple of lengths or so to Jimmy Choo, Pecos and Ben Harvey in second. Ballyperrine is 2 lengths away in third, followed by Midnight Fiddler, Special Rate, and Not in Kansas is to the outside. Beauty to Behold and Monk Law are racing behind the leaders. Awkward jump on that occasion from Not in Kansas. So running between the 2 hurdles in the straight, and it is Chaser Fortune who makes the running, being followed by Jimmy Choo, Pecos, then Ballyperrine, Midnight Fiddler, Red and Black Jacket, Special Rate on the inside of Not in Kansas, followed by Monk Law. Beauty to Behold and Copa Kelana follow, then Monty Nevitt, chased by Diamant sur Canapé, Flash Bulb, and the back marker is Lucky Soldier as they take the hurdle before the winning post. And once again, Lucky Soldier spending time in the air. So right at the winning post in front of the enclosures, 5 hurdles jumped, another 5 to negotiate, and it is Chaser Fortune who has the lead. Leads by 2.5 lengths from Jimmy Choo, Pecos in second place. Break then of a similar margin to Ballyperrine in third. Midnight Fiddle and Special Rate, they're following the leaders, being followed by Not in Kansas. Monklaw and Beauty to Behold still in mid-division, shaking hands in front of Copa Kelana, then Flash Bulb, followed by Monty Nevitt on the inside. Diamant sur Canapé is still second last, and Lucky Soldier is at the back. So they jump in the first of the 2 hurdles over on the far side, and it is still Chaser Fortune and Sean Quinlan making the running from the John McConnell train. Jimmy Choo, Pecos in the black and orange jacket. Ballyperrine, Brian Hughes going the shortest way. Midnight Fiddler just in behind them. Then comes Special Rate, the hurdling debutante. Beauty to Behold is alongside that one. Not in Kansas is still within striking distance of the leaders to the outside. Maroon Jacket of Copa Kelana next. Monk Law has possibly lost a few spots. Monty Nevitt's on the inside of Flash Bulb, was there in the blue and yellow jacket. Then Diamant sur Canapé and Lucky Soldier. So making the run down towards the third last, and Chaser Fortune still holding on to the advantage. Mistake on the wide outside there from Monklaw with the green sleeves. Lucky Soldier's been very deliberate on the way around. That one struggling to keep up, but it's Chaser Fortune who has the advantage. The end of the final half mile of their journey. Just 2 hurdles to jump, and the front 3. They've been the front 3 basically throughout this race. Chaser Fortune, Jimmy Choo, Pecos and Ballyperrine as they come now towards the second last. The leading 3 followed over it by Special Rate, and then comes Beauty to Behold, Copa Kelana, Not in Kansas. Monty Nevitt, orange jacket, made a mistake, making the run now towards the last hurdle. Chaser Fortune's lost the advantage, and Brian Hughes has kicked for home on Ballyperrine. Ballyperrine from Jimmy Choo, Pecos trying to go with it. Big run here coming from Tommy Dowson's mount. Special Rate to the outside, making the run down towards the last. Ballyperrine will take off in front. Ballyperrine from Special Rate. They're split by a good 3 lengths. Back in third is the one-pace looking Jimmy Choo, Pecos inside the last 50 yards. It's all about Ballyperrine and Brian Hughes. Ballyperrine the winner. Good run from Special Rate takes second place. Jimmy Choo, Pecos third, and fourth Beauty to Behold.
Yeah, good performance by Ballyperrine under the penalty incurred for winning that handicap hurdle at Musselburgh last time. Won by 24 lengths, and his handicap mark as a result went up £10 for that. Doesn't matter in this race because it was a £7 penalty he got for that success, but he's handle been back on in trip to 2 mile 2 this afternoon with aplomb. Chased the front pair and then took it up under Brian Hughes after jumping the second last, and went away to win fairly well in the end. From in second place, Special Rate. It was a good run from Special Rate there. He's a horse for Tommy Dowson and Phil Kirby. That's certainly a career best over hurdles for him. And Jimmy Choo, Pecos has taken third place. Yeah, I'm sure that Phil Kirby will be delighted by the performance of the second horse. As I say, limited experience, Special Rate. He's a horse that has been in bumper company. I say his best run over hurdles. It's his first run over hurdles, but they'll be absolutely delighted with that because he never got any closer than fourth place in bumpers, but he seemed to jump pretty well. He was tracking the leaders, and in the end he's chased the winner home, albeit at a respectable margin. As far as Jimmy Choo, Pecos is concerned, no excuses for Ben Harvey and John McConnell's favourite here, and he in turns come clear of the grey back in fourth place. And just trying to see what horse that was in very dark colours. It looks as if it's Beauty to Behold back in fourth place. So really good performance by the winner. At the moment, we've got the long-time leader, Chase of Fortune, just about to weaken. Brian Hughes doesn't need any invitations to take it up as they come past that elbow there on the hurdle course. And he quickly asserts and he nicks a couple of lengths from Jimmy Choo Picosar. And at that point, the favourite is beginning to fade into third place. You can see there Chris Grant's Chase of Fortune